Okay, guys, the continuing story of the GT40P's machined studs and guide plates by somebody else. We can see that bolt is not flat. Well, I brought it to the machine shop, and my machinist is looking at it, and he's scratching his head, and he just is like, I've never seen that before. And I'm like, I never seen it before either. And then he grabs a 5/16 bolt to another Ford head, and he takes a look at it like so. And we put a square on it, and we look and we're like, hey, that's perpendicular. So what happened is the other machinist did not put those studs in perpendicular to the pads. Okay. He's like, yeah, let's throw these heads away. I'm like, I can't throw these heads away. I got over 100 hours into these heads. So I decided to come home and take a look at them and see if they can be salvaged. Now, we can machine the pads down a decent amount, probably 1/4 of an inch, right? The more I lower this, if you guys can see, let me get on my knees. Okay. In order to do, yeah, see, these aren't even low enough right now. Rocker arm geometry, right? When it goes through its arc, the center of its lift should be right on the center of the valve tip. Okay? So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. The only thing I can do is we can lower the pads and make them perpendicular to the original threads, or he has to put a bushing or something inside these and machine them straight. And he said that's probably not worth doing because it'd be too expensive. Okay, so where are we? I could use some input on this, guys, because maybe somebody else has been in a similar situation. I remember when we did Mikey's Mustang, we used the Crane conversion kit, but I used Chevy 1.6 Crowler rockers on it and had to machine out the underside of the rocker to make it fit because we were using giant big block Chevy roller springs. And then I had to get custom length push rods. Well, custom length push rods is not that big a deal. I mean, I don't think the customer is going to have a problem with that. I think the only question is, how far down can we machine these pads to get it to work? Not thrilled about any of this, guys, to be honest. This is not I'm not happy about this at all, but it's been done, so what am I going to do? Alright, guys, give me a little feedback on that. What I think I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to pack up a set of valves, retainers, locks, springs. Of course, the only rockers I could find are 1.52 Chevys. I know I got 1.6s around somewhere. I've got 1.65s around somewhere. We're going to have to get it done with what we got here. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out.